Good morning, community. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. It's about 6:15 in the morning, Saturday morning, and definitely seeing a shift in things. We were getting light, starting to see daylight, starting to see the sunrise about a month ago this time, and it's still dark out here, and we have some big changes coming, and we are pretty excited about it. So we've not had a great deal of success this year, guys. You would have expected that with the cooler summer, and we did get one, praise the Lord. We had a couple of days that got up past 100, but nothing like we've seen in the last several years past. And we got enough tomatoes to can up probably about 18 quarts of tomato sauce. And then our herbs and our peppers have done very well. We did get some onions. Trying to think what else. We did not get any eggplant. They got attacked by the spider mites. We are constantly battling roly-polies, spider mites, not so much aphids anymore because Greg has figured out how to get those under control, and that is a nitrogen fix that we can discuss later on in the year. And but you can see the herbs in here are still doing really, really great, and it's time to start harvesting some of their seeds for next year and maybe plant some things today. So I'm going to clean out some of those beds up front and try to get some fall plants in because we are supposed to be extraordinarily cool in the next week, and we're supposed to get some rain today. I hope that we do. We have not gotten any rain like Fort Worth has up north. They've gotten lots of rain, but it has surely missed us. But we have been wetter than normal throughout the summer because we would get rain here at the end once every couple of weeks, and that's something that just doesn't happen here in Texas. But this coming week, we are going to be well below the normals, we're told, and today we're supposed to get some rain. And so I'd like to get some fall plants in since this week is going to be mild, and I'm going to be off the next couple of days so that I can keep them watered. Here's our pepper line, and you can see we have quite a few in here. We need to get in here and pick these Anaheims, and then we got some habaneros. We've got some beautiful Italian basil. Oh yeah, coming up. We've got some banana peppers and some bells in here. And also you can see some of my herbs are going to seed, and that's what we want this time of year so I can start harvesting them. Our banana peppers are absolutely beautiful. I really, really, really love banana peppers with a fresh salad. I have a beautiful batch of horehound in here, and this is great, guys, for colds and flus. So I think I'm probably going to harvest some of this today and run it through the freeze dryer since we're going to be cool over the next several days. Yeah, this is beautiful stuff. Greg has continued to spread out this mulch back here to try to layer it up on the ground, and maybe with some rain and some of these cooler temps, and it'll start to break down. We don't expect that we'll be able to plant in this next year, but we are expecting to hopefully plant in some of this next year. So we have some pumpkins going. And honestly, I'm surprised that we are seeing some pumpkins come to fruition. So anytime we plant something out here into this dirt and we add the mycorrhizal fungi, it really strengthens up the dirt. But I think last weekend I counted about 9 pumpkins out here. So Greg needs to come out and feed them today. I think I have a couple that are coming to fruition. Now you can hear the bees in there going to town. So let's look at this one. This one ready? I don't think it is because we need a little curlicue there, but you can see it's a pretty little pumpkin. Oh, me. And we still got quite a bit of time between now and Halloween, about 8 weeks. So we may see some pretty good pumpkins come through in about 8 weeks. I did see quite a few smaller ones out here, so I know they're in there. I don't know if you can hear those bees. They are going to town. Here's this nice sized pumpkin. Still pretty solid, but She sure is a pretty one. Another medicinal herb that you want to start harvesting is your mullein. Now, I planted these back in the spring and my wood chip experiment, and you can see they did really well. I got some beautiful, soft, feathery leaves. So I'll go ahead and process some of this with my horehound in here in the freeze dryer, and this will make up my flu and cold respiratory medicinal cabinet for this fall and this winter. We did see quite a bit of this growing up in Arkansas on our vacation, and it was wild. So guys, sometimes you can find this on the side of the road, especially here in Texas. If you do see it, or if you have it growing somewhere on your property, you want to keep it, because this is a wonderful herbal remedy for lung congestion and respiratory. If you're growing rosemary, now is the time to go ahead and cut some of the new growth that's in the spring and in the fall. You can see where these stalks are pliable and they're not the wooded stalk. So we're going to cut this off, and then we're going to remove the leaves down below the water line so we can root some for next spring. We grow lots of rosemary. We love rosemary. It freeze dries well. You can make a tincture with it. You can make a tea with it. So yes, we have quite a few rosemary plants that we love to propagate this time of year to get ready for spring. So this is what you're doing, guys. Here's one I just cut off. You're stripping the leaves off the bottom, and I'm popping it into some water from the well. I'm not using tap water because it has chlorine in it, and it takes quite a while for these to start rooting, but they will root, and then you will have some fresh plants for next year. Got a beautiful bouquet of rosemary. Smells delicious. It's going to make your kitchen smell good, and we'll keep this watered. We'll keep it going, and next year we will have some beautiful starts for some more rosemary plants. So yeah, you want to keep it in a sunny window, guys. If you have grow lights, you might want to put them under grow lights. Just make sure you keep the water refilled, and they will start to root here probably in about 3 or 4 weeks. It does take a while. Another thing that I've done in the last week is I've gone out and cut vines off my sweet potatoes, and I'm getting these rooted out, and I'm going to pop these in a pot, and I'm going to try to keep these alive over the winter so that I will have fresh sweet potato slips ready for the spring to go in. I don't know if I'm going to have much luck with my sweet potatoes this year, guys. It's not quite ready to pull them up, but I've dug around in there and I'm not feeling a lot going on. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get some more slips. I'll probably snip some off of these and pop some in some tubs in the high tunnel to try to keep them going over the winter. But I guess we shall see. It's not ready to harvest yet, but it won't be long. A couple of my taters that I planted a while back are starting to come up. I'm really hoping that we see something with these. Next on my list this morning is harvesting my dried out okra pods for seeds for next year. Now you want to wait till they get woody, guys, and wait till they look like this, and then you're just going to twist them and get your seeds. Okra is one of the easiest seeds to save, and you can see I'm getting quite a few. If you grow your okra and you let them go out to where they dry out, your bigger pods, I don't know, however many you think you're going to need next year, and then just twist the pods. This is the gold that you get. This is one of the newer raised beds that we got. I didn't have any luck replanting my squash and zucchini, guys. The squash bugs went to town immediately. Normally they wait or they go away in the summer and only come back in the spring, but boy, we had them this year. So what I'm going to plant in here is I'm going to do some cabbage. We are supposed to be unseasonably cool, at least for the next 10 days. And so I think this is going to be a fantastic opportunity to go ahead and get some of the cabbage in. So I am planting the Brunswick cabbage, and I'm going to put several seeds in each hole, and then I will thin them out. These are little bitty seeds. I'll show you here in just a minute. These are what your seeds look like. This is very typical of your mustard greens, your turnips, your cabbages, your broccoli. All the seeds are very small, and they look very much the same. And so make sure you know what you're putting in the ground. So we're going to go ahead and plant this whole bed here. Hopefully we'll get some cabbage. You probably only want to put about 3 seeds per hole, so you don't have a whole lot to thin out. But we are counting on having some cabbage since we didn't have a lot of luck in our spring and summer garden. And I think these cooler temps are going to aid this in germinating, and the rain that we're going to get this week is going to help me keep it watered down. I have this bed prepped for some carrots. We did top it off with some good soil. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to broadcast spread them over this bed, and then I'm going to rake it and keep it watered for at least the next week. And since we have quite a few chances for rain, I'm counting on that, and the cooler temps, I think that we might be successful. It's brush burning time. These are a lot of the things we've pulled out of the high tunnel, and so we're going to get this burned down because it's high humidity, there's dampness in the air, and we want to make sure that it's safe to do this. So Greg's standing by with the water hose, and we are going to be watching this very closely. So when I say broadcast spread, this is what I mean. You're just going to broadcast it over the area after I've dampened the soil. And I'm going to get to the other side. These are the organic Danvers. We always have great success with the organic Danvers. Now, a lot of people throw cardboard over the top of it to keep it damp. I don't see the need for that right now because we are having unseasonably cool temps. So I think we're going to be just fine. Lightly water them in. And you want to keep these damp, guys, until you see germination. So we're going to have to keep this damp pretty much all week. And we should probably start to see some germination in the next 10 to 14 days. So I'll be out here several times today if we don't get rain, watering these in. Same for my cabbage over here. We want to make sure, keep a damp top until they start to germinate. And then when you go to thin them, if you have some good root systems, you can transfer those little germinated plants into another area if you have more room. It went down pretty fast, guys. We had a lot of dried vegetation in there. So if you're in North Texas, guys, this is the week to get some of your fall gardening started. We're going to have an excellent time frame to get some of these seeds germinated, those carrots and those cabbage. I'm probably going to start some more broccoli and maybe some cauliflower in the other beds. The potatoes are starting to come up. I'm going to wait and see what happens with those. But yeah, so this could be a record year for some fall gardening for here in North Texas, and we're sure hoping so because we didn't have a whole heck of a lot of luck in our summer garden. That fire is just burning over there. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update, say hello, say I've missed you, and I love you all, and stay tuned. We will keep you posted on what's going on here at the farm. Take care. God bless. See you soon.